afternoon and welcome to the Department of Mathematics 2022 Commencement Ceremony. This has been a long time coming, and it is wonderful to be back here at Zellerbach Auditorium and to see all your faces. My name is Brian Underwood and I'm the Department Manager here in Mathematics. And before we begin the ceremony, I want to take a moment to run through just a few housekeeping matters. Although masks are not required, we strongly recommend that everyone in the auditorium wear a mask for the duration of the ceremony. Our students are welcome to remove their masks as they accept their diploma, and speakers are welcome to remove their masks when speaking. If you need a mask, please see one of the ushers. Cell phones. Please remember to turn off your cell phones. Celebrating. We encourage you to briefly cheer for your graduates, but to help keep the ceremony moving, please limit your cheering so that we can hear the names of each graduate without interruption. Also, please no air horns in the auditorium. Save those for outside. Pictures, grad images, event photography will be taking photos of your graduate, but if you would like to take your own photos, you'll want to use the far right aisle. And when you are finished taking photos of your graduate, please return to your seat so that others can come forward. At no time should you stop the procession. At the conclusion of the ceremony, the graduates will exit first, and we ask that no one else exit until the graduates have actually left the building. And lastly, we are excited to welcome you to a reception outside the plaza at the end and the conclusion of the ceremony. We have a variety of Berkeley's best cupcakes and refreshments, and we hope you'll be able to stick around and celebrate with us. Your cooperation with these requests is greatly appreciated. And now I will ask Lisa Robinson and the Math Orchestra to begin playing, and if able, please stand and welcome our 2022 graduates.
Welcome and good afternoon. Graduates and guests, you may be seated. I'm Michael Hutchings, Chair of the UC Berkeley Department of Mathematics, and I would like to welcome you all to today's celebration in honor of our graduating students. Today is particularly special because it is the first time we've been able to have an in-person commencement in 3 years. Let me begin by extending my warmest greetings to our graduating students. You have come a long way from many different backgrounds and following many different paths, and you have succeeded in our demanding undergraduate and graduate programs through very challenging times. Faculty and guests, please join me in congratulating our graduating students on their accomplishments. Second, let me acknowledge and thank the parents, spouses, grandparents, families, significant others, and friends of our graduates for their encouragement and support. Graduates, please join me in acknowledging and thanking them for all of their support. And finally, I would like to acknowledge all the alumni from UC Berkeley. Thank you for coming today, and thank you for supporting our graduates. If you are a Cal alumnus or alumna, please stand. Let me now take this opportunity to speak directly to the graduates. This is an important day. Enjoy it. You've excelled at one of the world's premier universities and have earned a degree in a very challenging subject. Mathematics is multifaceted. During your time in our department, you have studied a variety of different topics in very demanding courses. You have engaged with many different parts of mathematics, possibly including analysis, topology, optimization, probability, number theory, and modeling, to name a few. The details differ for each of you, but beyond these specific topics, you've learned skills that extend far beyond mathematics: clear thinking, sound reasoning, writing rigorous arguments, and skills for creatively and systematically attacking complex problems. Some of you will continue in academic careers in mathematics teaching and research. Others will put mathematics and mathematical skills to work in business, engineering, and in other branches of science. Some of you will pursue careers that seem to involve little or no mathematics at all. Regardless, over time, you will probably forget the details of some of the mathematical definitions, theorems, and proofs that you studied. Eventually, when you're my age, you might not even remember exactly which courses you took. But you have all learned to think carefully, deeply, creatively, and clearly, and these are skills that you will never forget, and that will be of vital importance in whatever you do. Your degree is from a math department that is consistently ranked among the very best mathematics departments in the world. I am proud to be a member of this department, and I am especially proud of the public nature of our university. In my opinion, at least, the University of California, Berkeley is the best public university in the world, and the math department is the best math department at a public university. You have completed your studies here, and we have taught you everything we have to teach. Many of you will never have to take final exams again. Although it's common to keep having nightmares about them, and I apologize for that. But as the word commencement indicates, this is just the beginning. Now things get real, if they weren't real enough already. Our world is facing numerous extremely serious challenges: as you can tell just by opening up a newspaper. You all have a role to play in making the world a better place, and mathematical reasoning skills are needed now more than ever. I hope that you will remember your time here as a student with fondness. In addition to learning mathematics, you've made connections with your fellow students and with the faculty and staff in the department, and I hope you will treasure these connections for the rest of your lives. We always enjoy hearing from past graduates, so please keep in touch. Please stay engaged with mathematics and with the mathematics department at Berkeley. Congratulations to you all. We turn now to the recognition of undergraduate honors and awards. Professor Per Olaf Persson, Vice Chair for Undergraduate Affairs, will assist me. So the first award is the Departmental Citation and Paul Chernoff Memorial Prize. Each year, the Department of Mathematics awards its departmental citation to the top mathematics scholar in the graduating class. The citation winner will be presented with a certificate signed by the department chair and the chancellor of UC Berkeley. The departmental citation winner is also presented with the Paul Chernoff Memorial Prize for Extraordinary Scholarship in Mathematics. The Chernoff Prize was established in memory of Paul Chernoff by his brother, Donald Chernoff. The 2021-22 citation winner and Chernoff Award winner is Tigan Lakshmanan. The Dorothea Klumpke Roberts Prize was established by Mrs. Dorothea Klumpke Roberts, astronomer, in honor of her parents and husband. It consists of a cash award to a senior or seniors who have demonstrated truly exceptional scholarships in mathematics. The 2021-22 prizes are given to Lily Lee, and Ryan Tamura. Winners of the Dorothea Klumpke Roberts Prize who could not join us today are Channing Jialucha, Anji Dong, Corey Lunsford, Louis Putterman, and Tianyu Chow. The Percy Lionel Davis Award for Excellence in Scholarship in Mathematics was established by the daughter of Percy Lionel Davis in honor of her father, a Cal graduate in engineering from the class of 1913. It consists of a cash prize to a senior or seniors who have demonstrated excellent scholarship in mathematics. The 2021-22 awards are given to Ariana Gwyneth Chin, Sky Kidd, Shinran Liang, Orion Ning, Jake Quinn, Dig Vijay Roy Ferrier. Yanlai Yang. And winners of the Percy Lionel Davis Award, who could not join us today, are Adrian Fan and Julius Faring. Thank you, Professor Pearson. The Department of Mathematics has an undergraduate honors program. In short, to be an honors student, one must maintain an exceptional grade point average and must either write an honors thesis or complete 2 graduate courses with excellent performance. We will recognize those students graduating with honors as we present them with their scrolls later in the ceremony. But now, let us congratulate all these candidates for their exceptional achievements. At this point, I would like to introduce this year's valedictorian, Tegan Lakshmanan, who is graduating this semester with a double major in linguistics and mathematics. Achieving honors in both majors, Tegan completed an honors thesis that explores a new model of conjunction inspired by concepts from topology. During her time at Cal, she has served as a math drop-in tutor and study group facilitator for the Student Learning Center. She has also participated in numerous research projects in both mathematics and linguistics, including the Undergraduate Research Apprentice Program, the Linguistics Research Apprentice Practicum, and a research collaboration with the Lawrence Livermore National Laboratory. Faculty who have had the pleasure of working with her noted, Tegan thrives in mathematics. I have never seen, before or since, this progress. Taking graduate classes, she was noted for the originality of her solutions. On top of this, Tegan volunteered her time to help Oakland students prepare for the SAT. After completing her undergraduate studies, Tegan will take on a summer internship with the Lawrence Livermore National Laboratory, working on a phase retrieval algorithm. In the fall, she will rejoin the Berkeley Mathematics Department as a doctoral student intending to study low-dimensional topology. In the future, Tegan also hopes to research more applications of mathematics to linguistics. Tegan, the podium is yours.
Oh my gosh. Hi, everyone. First, I want to say thank you so much for this award. It's such a huge honor, and I really, really appreciate it. I also want to say I did not win this or make it through undergrad on my own. So there are a lot of people, too many to name, who have large chunks of my gratitude. This includes my family, my mom, my stepdad, and my 2 siblings. Despite not being huge math nerds like myself, they are all so supportive of me, and they have taught me from a young age to love learning. It includes my boyfriend, who patiently listens to me go off on long tangents about cool math I'm learning, although he does sometimes run away instead, but usually. It includes my friends, who have more confidence in me than I have in myself, and it includes this math department and all of my amazing professors, but especially a couple who have been such wonderful and kind mentors and given me so much advice and support. It's incredible. And that brings me to how much I love this university and this department. So I went to a really small high school out in kind of the middle of nowhere in Illinois, and it had like 250 kids total, so it was very scary for me to come to Berkeley, where there are many thousands of students, and where even the math department is far larger than my high school. I was imagining it was going to be this cold, unfeeling environment where nobody gave a crap about me, and where the professors were too busy with research to be bothered helping undergrads or getting to know us at all. But no, actually I was very wrong. I swear I felt 5 times as much support from this department than I ever did in high school. I've felt so welcomed here. I've always felt like my professors and GSIs are happy to talk to me, and the administrators and advisors are so kind and supportive, and I've made wonderful friends here. So really, in my opinion, the Berkeley Math Department has all the best features of a small department. But at the same time, it is massive, and it has all the perks of a massive department too, with famous professors working in just about every major research area, and hundreds of the best, most interesting grad students and GSIs in the country, and a massive community to find friends and support in. So basically what I'm saying is, this is all a big paradox, and I cannot explain how it's possible. And no, I would absolutely not mind if you decided to name this paradox after me. Just saying. So anyway, I think we should all feel super proud of ourselves for graduating here. It's so impressive, it's so exciting, it's such a great place to come from. I struggled a lot writing this speech. I was just like sitting miserable in front of my computer, staring at a blank screen for hours, panicking because I could not come up with anything to say. And then my family started coming up with all these ridiculous suggestions for it, like doing something based on Monty Python, or leading a cheer, or doing some slam poetry with bongos, or just walking extremely slowly across the stage with a banner saying thank you. And so I guess my point is, this speech could have been a lot more entertaining if one of them was giving it. Now, actually, what that did, though, is it reminded me that this is supposed to be a time of joy and celebration and laughing, and not a time of massive stress. We just did the stress part for 4 years. So on Wednesday, I sat down and had a stern talk with myself, and I decided I was not going to stress and panic about this speech, and I was going to stop letting imposter syndrome eat at me and tell me I don't deserve it, and I was just going to relax and have fun and celebrate. And then, you know, like an hour later, I was back to panicking. No, not actually. I've actually been doing a pretty good job sticking to that, even though public speaking does stress me out. But I think a lot of us here struggle with things like this sometimes, you know? Letting our accomplishments and excitement and humor get lost in stress or new goals or other work that we have to do. Which is totally understandable, because the world is very stressful, much more stressful than a speech, and we're just going to keep getting more and more responsibilities, and we're going to have to keep working hard and making the world a better place for the next many years. But all the excitement you've got today, and all the pride that you feel in yourself, try not to let that get lost in your daily life and stress. Try to hold on to that and find it in other accomplishments you make and other goals that you reach. It doesn't even need to be big or career related. It could be like making new friends or even feeling like your mental health has improved over the last year. That stuff is success too and should definitely be celebrated. So anyway, that's all I've got in terms of advice. I'm really proud of everyone, and I think you're all going to do great in the future, and I believe in you. Thank you. Bye.
Next, we recognize the winners of the Graduate Student Awards. Professors Lisa Goldberg and Ken Ribbett will assist me. The first award is the Bernard Friedman Memorial Prize in Applied Mathematics. This cash prize was established in 1966 as a memorial to Bernard Friedman, a distinguished applied mathematician and the 9th chair of the Department of Mathematics. The department presents this prize to honor outstanding dissertations in applied mathematics. The 21-22 Friedman Prize winners who could not join us today are Jess Banks, Jorge Garza Vargas, Meidi Uwaki, Yu Tong. That was awesome. Congratulations. The Kenneth Ribbett and Lisa Goldberg Award in Mathematics has been established in honor of Kenneth Ribbett and Lisa Goldberg by the family of Professor Ribbett. A cash prize is awarded each year to a graduate student in the Department of Mathematics whose research focus is in number theory or another branch of algebra. Recipients are selected for exceptional work, which may be completed work or work in progress. The 2021-22 prize is given to Rithvik Ramkumar. Um, Where's the sticker for this? Oh. Thank you, Professors Goldberg and Ribbett. Next, we would like to recognize our extraordinary graduate student instructors. The Outstanding Graduate Student Instructor Awards are presented by the Committee on Teaching of the Berkeley Division of the Academic Senate to those graduate students in all departments who have demonstrated exceptional teaching ability. The following MA and PhD graduates have received this award during their graduate student careers here. After I've read the list, I will ask all these students to stand and to accept your congratulations. The winners are Nick Brody, Paula Burkhardt Gwim, Marvin Castellon, Michael Alexander Christensen, Daniel Erdman Pham, Michael Franco, Bo Lee, Jeff Min Lin, Patrick Lutz, Jeremy Mesa, Adele Paget, Rithvik Ramkumar, Meredith Shea, Rockford Sisson, Xiaohan Yan, Michael Ye, Yiling Yo, Jiafu Zhang, and Theodore Zhu. Will you please stand? Please join me in recognizing these great teachers. Next, we come to the Distinguished Undergraduate Teaching Award. This award is particularly meaningful because it comes from students. The customer is always right. It was established in 1983 by the Mathematics Undergraduate Student Association, known as MUSA or MUSA. The graduating class in mathematics, represented by MUSA, presents this award to the professor who, in the sole judgment of the students, contributed most to their mathematical studies. I call upon MUSA President Emeritus Lily Lee to present this award.
Hi everyone, my name is Lily Lee and I used to lead the Mathematics Undergraduate Student Association, and I'm very excited to present this year's Distinguished Undergraduate Teaching Award. So each graduate here today has probably experienced math courses at Berkeley, and I've heard many of you describe it as drinking from a fire hose. And I think that's pretty accurate, so I'm not going to come up with my own descriptions. However, I think many of us here have also experienced dedicated instructors who have made our experience massively better. And so today I wanted to celebrate these people together. So each year, MUSA goes through a nomination and selection process for one instructor who has exemplified approachable and excellent teaching. And this year we received many nominations, but one person stood out, and despite our prompt for a brief nomination, we received several essays. So I'll just share some of the testimonies here, and I quote, "He offers the class the nicest possible interaction with real analysis, and he was always super animated at the chalkboard. He once almost did the splits so he could reach a far part of the board without breaking his rhythm." Another student said, "In all my interactions with him, his explanations are lucid and clear, and he makes the subject come to life. He has been willing to stay more than long enough after class to talk about problems, and he is by far the best instructor I've ever interacted with at Cal, and absolutely 100% deserves this award." In these nominations, he and his courses were described as encouraging, welcoming, inspirational, intuitive, generous, and the list goes on. So without further ado, on behalf of the graduating class, the Mathematics Undergraduate Student Association is proud to present the 2021-2022 Distinguished Undergraduate Teaching Award to Dr. Nicholas Miller.
Wow, thank you all. Yeah, they asked me to say a few words, but I wrote them down because I knew I'd forget them. So thanks, Lily. Thanks to Musa, and thanks to all the nominators. I'm extremely humbled and honored to accept this award. I also want to take this chance to thank all of you, the undergraduates, especially the graduating seniors. While at Berkeley, I've kind of been on a journey to mold my teaching philosophy and classroom into an environment where we not only learn about really hard mathematics, but also we sort of retain our sense of selves, and we sort of have an environment where we remember our humanity, especially in the trying times that these last 3 years have been. And throughout, all of you have been extremely encouraging and enthusiastic. I'm leaving Berkeley after this year, but I look forward to taking what I learned from you all, the students, to the next stage of my career. And I'll be lucky if I meet students that have been as creative and thoughtful as you all. So thank you and congratulations.
Next, we come to the UC Berkeley Distinguished Teaching Award. The campus-wide Distinguished Teaching Award is the highest teaching honor awarded to Berkeley faculty across the campus. It is intended to recognize sustained performance of excellence in teaching, which incites intellectual curiosity in students, inspires departmental colleagues, makes students aware of significant relationships between the academy and the world at large. In 2020, Professor Alex Paulin was one of 4 members of campus faculty to receive this award in recognition of his passion and his tireless dedication to helping students understand mathematics. We were unable to recognize this great achievement in 2020, so we invite him to the podium now to address our graduates. Professor Alex Paulin.
Wow, you guys did it! You're graduating! Man, what an achievement. It is so nice to see so many familiar faces. I'm really happy for you. So, getting a degree in mathematics is, well, it's a major achievement. But getting a degree in mathematics from UC Berkeley, well, that's very special indeed. I think sitting here all together, it's a nice moment to kind of reflect on how far you've come. I've got a young kid too, I understand. Think about all of those courses that seemed impossible at the time. Remember the first time you saw an epsilon delta proof? Or maybe if you're a graduate student, the first time you saw the definition of a scheme, and you said to yourself, no way. There's no chance anyone really understands this. It's got to be some sort of conspiracy. Well, the fact is you all overcame those challenges. That's why you're here today. Think about when you first started at Berkeley. Right? If you're an undergraduate, you're probably coming from high school, and I'm going to guess you probably feel like a completely different person now. I know I did. Imagine meeting your former self and explaining to them what mathematics is really about. It would have blown your mind how far you were going to come. It's really amazing. If you're a graduate student, well, you're now a world expert in a subject that, well, you probably didn't even know existed when you started. It's really remarkable. So this is a great achievement, and it's a milestone in your lives, and it's going to follow you in the best way possible throughout your life. It's going to open doors that you can't even imagine yet. I also, kind of on a personal level, want to thank you. Being a teacher at UC Berkeley is a tremendous privilege. And really, that's because of you guys. I'm sure I speak for all of my colleagues when I say that it's your energy, your passion, your dedication, your talent, which have made teaching here so rewarding despite all of the challenges over these last few years. We will definitely miss you when you go. And lastly, even though you're off to do new things, don't forget us. Okay? Our door is always open, and we'd love to hear from the future. So I'll remind you one last time, my office hours are Monday, Tuesday. Check the website. So congratulations, guys. I hope you enjoy today. You've more than earned it. I wish you all the best in the future, and please do stay in touch. Thank you.
Now it is time for our commencement address. Our commencement speaker this year, Duchen, is a professor of mathematics at Tufts University. She received a bachelor's degree in mathematics and women's studies at Harvard University in 1998. She received a PhD from the University of Chicago in 2005 with a dissertation entitled Geodesics Track Random Walks in Teichmüller Space. She has a very broad range of research interests in pure mathematics, applied mathematics, and society. Her pure math research is in geometric group theory and geometric topology using tools from dynamics. She gave a very nice colloquium talk about this here a few weeks ago. In applied math, she has been deeply involved in studying the mathematics of redistricting. For example, she served as a consultant for the governor of Pennsylvania in a court-ordered push to redraw its congressional map. She founded the MGGG Redistricting Lab, which grew out of an informal collective called the Metric Geometry and Gerrymandering Group. This lab brings techniques like Markov chains to the study of fair redistricting, but always in conversation with the real-world applications. Duchen was one of the faculty founders of the Interdisciplinary Science, Technology, and Society program at Tufts. She likes to think about the social foundations of authority, about technology and law, and about mathematical interventions for racial justice. It's a lot of stuff. She has won numerous awards and distinctions, including election as a Fellow of the American Mathematical Society in 2017 and a Guggenheim Fellowship in 2018. Please join me in welcoming our 2022 Mathematics Commencement speaker, Duchen.
Hello, friends. My name is Duchen, as you heard, and I'm a professor of mathematics. I'm going to recapitulate some of those areas that I study. I specialize in Teichmüller theory, which is a kind of low-dimensional geometric topology. Geometric group theory, especially the geometry of nilpotent groups. I'm trained in ergodic theory and dynamics. My doctoral thesis looked at random walks on the mapping class group of a surface, asking what happens if you twist a surface many times at random about its simple closed curves. In the long term, does this distort the surface geometry in a predictable way? This amounts to studying a random walk in, say, the 18-dimensional space of 4-hold surfaces. Tonight, I'm filing a report called Race and Redistricting in Texas with a US federal court on behalf of the NAACP, which alleges that a collection of Black, Latino, and Asian voters was systematically targeted for vote dilution by the state in the drawing of its new districts. For that, I've measured voting polarization, drawn alternative districts, and reported on how unlikely it is that the proposed district lines have a race-neutral explanation. It's the latest stop in a trajectory that has pulled my career and my life in surprising directions. I was asked to come speak to Math Commencement in May of 2020, likely partly to talk about how a theoretical mathematician ended up in the voting rights trenches. But then this thing happened in March of that year, remember? So COVID shut down the universities, and 2 years later, we're still making awkward steps towards full reopening. The pandemic has scrambled all of our lives since then, certainly my own. So everything I have to say today will be different than it would have been then. Another thing happened in May of that year, when the violent killing of George Floyd tipped the scales for so many people and catalyzed protests in every corner of the country, initiating a shockwave that has reverberated through academia in particular. Inequality and inequity are staring us in the face, and the possible meanings of equality and equity are being debated everywhere we turn. Elections, democracy itself, is under attack in the US more blatantly than I've seen in my lifetime. So you are facing a nation and a world in crisis, but a crisis is also a reckoning. I'm going to try to put some thoughts together about stepping out into this extraordinary landscape. Let me rewind a bit to near this spot about 50 years ago. My mother got a PhD from UC Berkeley in 1973 in a brand new field called computer science. Nobody knew quite what that meant yet as a field, but for her it involved Fortran and punch cards. My dad had grown up as a war refugee and eventually became a naturalized French citizen when he did his government service as a young man teaching physics in Venezuela. They met at a pool hall in Paris. They became scientists in families full of teachers and artists. When they left here in 1973, they thought they could go anywhere and do anything. They landed in New York, where a famous economist named Leontief took an interest in my mom, and they launched a decades-long collaboration, writing books together on military spending, automation, and world trade. She ultimately took over his research institute. My dad did systems modeling in the paper industry, geeking out on mill design and tree farms. They talked geopolitics for fun. When I graduated, I thought of this as the mobility of a bygone era. Options felt narrower to me. I'm told that 1/3 of my college graduating class went into investment banking or consulting. As far as I knew, people with advanced math training only had a small range of non-academic job options that leveraged their skills. As for myself, I loved pure math. I've wanted to be a mathematician since I was 7 years old. I was also very political. I am also very political. I love all kinds of academic topics, from anthropology to social history to, dare I say it, critical race theory. I had always thought that these would have to be hobbies. I got my PhD, I did some postdocs, I got called out by Rush Limbaugh at length by name for a gender-neutral bathroom campaign in the aughts. I worked on a project to start a progressive middle school in my spare time. I proved some theorems, I got tenure. In 2016, doing my usual academic tourist routine, I found myself in a talk at the American Political Science Association about measuring the crazy shapes of electoral districts. That same year, I was teaching a lower level math class in so-called social choice theory, the formal study of how we vote. And at the same time, one of my best friends, who had become a civil rights attorney, was complaining to me one day that year that the voting rights field was facing an expert crisis as the social scientists and statisticians who had formed the use of the Voting Rights Act were retiring in a wave. It was kind of a perfect storm, and I posted a little note on Facebook announcing a small workshop for mathematicians to step up and learn this trade. It went, well, kind of viral. My little workshop ended up being 600 people in a hastily rented movie theater, and the project made the news from All Things Considered to PolitiFact. I parlayed the momentum into a research lab, as you heard, we're called the MGGG Redistricting Lab, that sits in the College of Civic Life at my university. I started out thinking we were going to make better shape metrics for districts, and quickly realized that the real action was elsewhere. To even begin to understand fairness in redistricting, you need to start by building a baseline. What would districts look like if people drew them only according to the explicit rules? This becomes a problem amenable to my skill set. I can construct a demographic grid of the United States as a network, and I can build an algorithm to sample graph partitions with a leading method in applied statistics called Markov chain Monte Carlo. If you're following me here, you'll notice that I've made the problem of voting and fairness start to sound sneakily like my old dissertation problem, random walks in a large unruly space. Either I'm extraordinarily lucky, or possibly all that abstraction really can be leveraged to study the things out there in the world, if you're open-minded about the math and the modeling. I've kind of found myself today as one of the leaders in a new field that you might call data science for democracy, and it's bigger than districts. We get to leverage computational social choice, we get to reimagine the study of difference and preference. Today, from this point of view, we have a hostile Supreme Court. Brace yourself, because they've clearly put the Voting Rights Act, the cornerstone of American democracy, on notice. But I'm inspired and committed to be one of the people helping to build new theory and new systems and new ideas about how we can vote, what constitutes neutrality, all the ways that neutrality does not equal fairness, and where we go next. And by the way, I'm still proving theorems about no-potent groups and spanning trees. I went to a poetry reading this week where 3 writers were asked to give advice to undergraduates. The first one said, get a job. The second one said, live your life. And just when I was thinking, man, people are not great at this advice thing, the third one said, keep reading. More fully, the first one said, get a mundane job and save your creativity for your art. The second one said, live your life and draw your creativity from experience. And the third one said, keep reading and keep letting yourself be transformed by other people. Those responses are all playing with the central problem of what you might call self-fashioning that is acutely faced by new graduates. To boil it down, are our jobs ourselves? This got me thinking about how Americans today are answering that question. Did you know that 4.5 million Americans quit their jobs in November 2021, the most in a single month in US history, and then 4.3 million the next month? Some of that represents necessity as people reorganize their lives to support loved ones newly in need. Some of it represents a considered recalibration of what we have to do and what we get to demand of our jobs. People are working remote, people are moving where their partners live, people are fitting their jobs to their lives in new ways. And data science of all kinds, built on a foundation that's unmistakably mathematical, is exploding at the same time. It's a multifaceted term. Some of it is routine number crunching, and some of it is deep. So upon careful reflection, here's the wisdom I have for you, such as it is, in May 2022. You will not just have one career. You will not just have one life neatly distinct from that career. Today, more than ever, you get to have many lives. You get to play with all the ways that yourself, your full self, intertwines with those activities that pay the bills. You get to use those big brains in all the ways. If I have one selfish, from the point of view of my new obsession, pitch for you, it's this. Among the many other things you will do, you can help be the architects of a vibrant, multiracial democracy for the 21st century. And I will be cheering for all the surprising ways that you do. Thank you.
Before we go on to the main event, I would like to thank one of the many groups of people who make our commencement a very special occasion. This year at my side is the Mathematics Orchestra of Berkeley. It is directed by Maestro Lisa Robinson. I would like to thank the members of the orchestra for their generous donation of time and skill. And now the main event. In a moment, we will present the degrees of Bachelor of Arts in Mathematics and Applied Mathematics. Professors Shin, Ribbit, and Eisenbud will assist me in reading the names of our graduates, and Professor Persson will present the undergraduates with their commencement scrolls. It is our custom to announce the career plans of our graduates to the extent that they have revealed them to us as they come forward. Some candidates will be completing their degrees a bit later in the year and may not yet have specific plans. We will be starting with the undergraduate prize winners, and then with pure math students in approximately alphabetical order, followed by applied math students in approximately alphabetical order. Tegan Lakshmanan is graduating with highest honors, and the future plans are a PhD in math at the best math department, UC Berkeley. Lily Lee is graduating with honors and will then be getting a math PhD at Princeton. Ariana Gwyneth Chin, high honors, will be getting a PhD in algebra and topology at UCLA. Ryan Tamura, highest honors, will be getting a PhD in math at the University of Wisconsin-Madison. Sky Kidd, highest honors, will pursue a PhD in physics at the University of Washington. Shinran Liang will get a PhD in computer science at Princeton University. Orion Ning, high honors, will get a PhD in theoretical physics at UC Berkeley. Jake Quinn will get a PhD in mathematics at UC Davis. Digvijay Roy Verrier, highest honors, will start a PhD program in theoretical physics at UC Berkeley. Yan Lai Young will get a PhD in computer science at NYU. And now my colleague, Professor Sagwoo Shin, will announce the pure mathematics graduates.
Alexander Ackerman. Ioannis Anastasopoulos. Future plans is Master's in Education at UC Berkeley. Thank you. Audrey Bartlett. Future plans, PhD in Chemistry at MIT. Grace Costa. Future plans, pursuing a career in education. Ija Chen. Future plans, founder in blockchain infrastructure space. Isael Corona. Future plans, become a community college professor. Leon Chow, future plans moving abroad. Mellon Clifton, future plans study abroad in France and apply to graduate school. Lauren De La Rosa, future plans become a high school math teacher in the Bay Area. Mitchell Ding, future plans, CS Masters at UC Berkeley. Benjamin Driscoll, future plans, PhD in computer science at Stanford. Franny Espino, future plans, PhD in math at University of Pennsylvania. Dylan Fryer, future plans become a high school math teacher. Vimothi Sai Gumala, future plans pursue research and apply to medical school. Ko Iran, future plans bike tour to Tibet from Chengdu to Lhasa. Joseph Kiefer, future plans to teach high school math. Nolan Marshall, future plans, career in finance or tech. Scott Nie, future plans, PhD in chemistry at UCLA. Olivia Noriani, future plans, apply to PhD programs in ethnic studies. Chidera Peace Okanwa, future plans, a career in consulting. Matthew Ortiz, future plans, PhD in mathematics at the University of North Texas. Dhruv Punjabi, future plans, applying to physics PhD programs in the fall. Timothy Paul, future plans, figure it out. Donald Poston, future plans, become a college professor in mathematics. Mohammed Rashid, future plans, enroll in grad school and become a math professor. Aidan Riley, future plans, pro poker player. Jordan Travan Simlin, future plans, will work for a Bay Area tech company. Cody Robert Strauss, future plans, continue on to complete a PhD in mathematics. Vanessa Ulrich, future plans, middle school math teacher in Southern California. Go Dolphins. Annalisa van Sprakula, future plans, become a high school math teacher. Travis Wood, future plans, write knitting patterns and paralegal work. Benzion Welch, future plans, PhD in logic. Matthew Fritz Yu, future plans, work as a cryptographic engineer in the Bay. Jihan Yun, future plans, graduate program in math at the University of Chicago. Shu Young Yu, future plans, PhD in theoretical physics at UC Santa Barbara. Edward Zheng, future plans, PhD in mathematics at NYU. Albert Zhang, future plans, math PhD at NYU Kurang. Zhihao Zhao, Future Plans Graduate School in MIT. Oh. Stephen Zhu, Future Plans Live My One Wild and Precious Life. And now my colleague, Professor Ken Ribbett, will announce the first half of the applied math graduates.
Okay, ready. Okay, Abhay Agarwal, future plans, career as quantum computing researcher. Abigail Anthony, to attend grad school for either data science or astronomy. Julio Faustino Alejo, continue learning. So Ryan Ahira, a career in data analytics. Ru Akiba, a career in oceanography. Alec Bungard, career in data analytics. Kwame Ba'aran, a career in real estate investing and technology. Nicholas Boncristiani, software engineer. Nathaniel John Burrell, a career in machine learning. Shenyue Tsai, PhD in Princeton. Rohan Chulukuri, working at the Volion Group. Alma Kano Aguiar, work as a data engineer. Anderson Carcamo, pursue a career in data analytics in the Bay Area or Southern California. Bavunu Batiprolu, starting off career in technology consulting in San Francisco. Maria Contreras, a career in actuarial data analytics. Mariam Habib Ahmed intends to build software for social good. Doyun Shiun, quant trader at 5 Rings. Brian Doe, CalTeach Credential Program. John Dufek, career as a biostatistician and continues studying probability. Amran Dweki, Master's in Computational Finance at Carnegie Mellon. Ushritha Ishwaran, Master's in Data Analytics for Science at Carnegie Mellon University. Mario Felfel, data analyst. Melissa Esquita applied to graduate school in data science. Yu Fu, building a career. Sarai Gomez, a career in finance. Arnav Gudibande, MS in CS at UC. That's a lot of acronyms. Berkeley, UC Berkeley. Ishan Gurnani, FX strategist at BNP Paribas. Nuveen Gopalan, software engineer. Glenda Harris, taking time to travel before applying to law school. Simarjeet Kaur, consultant at PwC. Rachel Kadursky, gaining industry experience before applying to graduate school. Jennifer Wang, software engineer at Meta. Lawrence Kim, become an actuary. Dominic Lopez, a career in consulting or finance. Ayush Kamat, software engineer. Takao Kakagawa, a career in data analytics. Daiki Kikuchi, contribute to the future of Japan. Carson Legros, set up a tent in People's Park. Katie Lamar Bruno, honors, 5th year master's in electrical engineering computer science at UC Berkeley. Wenhua Lu, become a middle school math teacher in LA. Rachel Lau, plans up in the air. Okay, here's Hai-Tian Liu, MS in Data Science at Harvard. Hao-Yun Lee, PhD in CSE at Georgia Tech. Moody Lai, analyst at JP Morgan Chase. Julie Leo, enjoy life. Jenny Jiang, Master in Finance at Princeton University. Yulei Lin, someone I knew before I knew Zoom, software engineer. Jingui Zhang, graduate student in NYU Koran Math Institute. Brenton Law, high honors, working in finance. Nicholas Lee, continue research in physics in San Diego, hometown. Ata Ozakis. You know, I apologize for all the people whose names I've mispronounced, but I do think this is really a testament to the diversity of our community. Why don't you pronounce your last name?
Özkeşikçi.
He's going to a career in project management and data science. And now I'd like to introduce my colleague David Eisenbud, who will announce the second half of the Applied Math graduates.
Thomas Dahlke, a career in finance. Sibo Ma, fifth-year master at UC Berkeley. Michael Marnell, a career in data analysis. Eric Montelongo, future President of the US. Christopher Montoya, data analyst. Sasha Nikitinska, work in biotech at Gilead Sciences. Vi Nguyen, pursue a career as an actuary. Catherine Danyata Plotz. Catherine will be working as a trader at Credit Suisse. Johanna Margot Potterbaum, work in international development. Kara Roberts, work in data analytics. Troy Ryder, honors, data engineer in Los Angeles. Jay Sankar, Masters in Statistics at UC Berkeley. Agnibo Roy, Quantitative Trading and Research at Citadel Securities. Shilpa Shah, a career in consulting at PwC in San Francisco. Shilpa. Amy Shen, be a quant bro. Brianna David, apply to medical school. David. Wyatt Singh, PhD in biostatistics at University of Minnesota. Casey Silver, apply to graduate school in physics. Borya Sobolev, research engineer at IBM Research, and be a good person. Samira Sriram, machine learning engineer at LinkedIn. Maxim Stetsenko, career as an investment analyst. Hanfei Suen, a career as analyst. Longling Tian, master in data science. Samuel Truex, traveled to Latin America before pursuing a career in data science. Elisa Page van Hemel Platonik, software engineer at Oracle DataFox. Kevin Wong, economics research at UCLA. Shang-Shi Wang, conduct research in biomedical engineering at Harvard. Oscar Shu, research on deep learning in the 5th year master's program at EECS department, UC Berkeley. Yunlong Roth Yin, software engineer at Meta. Avani Yadav, go to law school for human rights law. Dana Yang, software engineer at Salesforce. Michelle Yin, work in software development. Andrew Zhang, quantitative trader at Acuna. Shuhang Li, Master of Statistics at Duke. Last but not least, Adil Hussein, to apply math and cure the chronic painful disease known as unemployment that he currently suffers from. Thank you. Sorry? You want the cards? There you are. Let's see. Like 2. There. Good.
Thank you, Professors Persson and Eisenbud. Will the bachelor students please stand? Family and friends, please join me in congratulating our class of 2022. Graduates, you may now move the tassel on your cap from the right to the left. We now award the you may be seated. We now award the master's degrees. Professor Eisenbud will assist me. Will the candidate for the degree of Master of Arts in Mathematics please come forward? Marvin Castellon completed a master's degree with a thesis entitled Dynamics of Outer Automorphism Action on Character Varieties. His advisor is David Eisenbud. Guests, please join me in celebrating this great accomplishment. Everyone is blessed. We now proceed to award the degree of Doctor of Philosophy. The PhD is the highest academic degree that can be achieved in mathematics. It represents years of dedicated scholarship, mastery of the subject, and individual originality and creativity in a new contribution to knowledge. It is my pleasure to call forward the candidates who have earned the right to be called doctor. Will the candidates for the degree of Doctor of Philosophy in Mathematics, in Applied Mathematics, and in Logic and the Methodology of Science, please come forward. Professor Shin will assist me, and the PhD advisors, if they are here today, will hear their students.
Okay, I will start with the candidate for the PhD in Logic and the Methodology of Science. Reed Dale. Dissertation title, Logical Interrogations of Theory and Evidence. Advisor, Thomas Scanlon and Wesley Holliday. Being hooted by Ken Ribbett. Now I will announce the candidates for the PhD in Mathematics. Nick Brody, dissertation title, Groups Acting on Products of Trees, advisor Ian Agel, being hooted by Michael Hutchings. Theo Roy Halliday Mackenzie, dissertation title, Random Walks and Delocalization through Graph Eigenvector Structure, advisor Nikhil Srivastava, being hooted by me. Ritvik Ramkumar, dissertation title, The Geometry of Hilbert Schemes on Projective Space, advisor David Eisenbud, being hooted by his advisor. Meredith Shea. Dissertation title, Discrete Systems in Quantum and Statistical Mechanics. Advisor Nikolai Rezhetikin, being hooted by Alexander Paulin. Foster Tom, dissertation title, Horizontal Strip LLT Polynomials. Advisor Mark Heyman, being hooted by Mark Heyman. Haoren Xiong. Dissertation title, Scattering Resonances and the Complex Absorbing Potential Method. Advisor, Maciek Zworski, being hooted by Michael Christ. Xiaohan Yan. Dissertation title, Quantum K-Theory of Flag Varieties and Non-Abelian Localization. Advisor, Alexander Givantol, being hooted by his advisor. I will finish with the candidate for the PhD in Applied Mathematics. Yiling Yo. Dissertation title, Mathematical Models and Control Algorithms for Traffic Automation. Advisor, John Wolkning and Alexander M. Bayan, being hooted by his Alexander M. Bayan. Jeffu Zhang. Dissertation title, Structure-Informed Neural Network Architecture in Regression Applications. Advisor, Lin Lin, being hooted by Per Persson. Will the PhD students please stand?
Family and friends, please join me in congratulating our new doctorates. Fiat Lux and Go Bears. You may be seated. As we close this portion of today's program, I would like to thank the many people who made this such a fine occasion. Again, I wish to thank the Mathematics Orchestra of Berkeley under the direction of Maestro Lisa Robinson. Lisa, please take a bow with your players. I thank the faculty and students of the math department, without whose hard work we would have nothing to celebrate here. I would also like to thank the staff of the mathematics department. Our students know how important the staff are to the sense of community and our wonderful department, and I would like to reaffirm this importance to everyone here. I will now ask the audience to stand and to please remain in your places for the recessional. Once again, let me congratulate our graduates and wish them well.